Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about that which country will become the first country who is as of now going through the danger that this country might not be having any resident in the future because the birth rate in this country is so low, and the name of the country is South Korea. So that is that the first country to disappear from earth will be South Korea, and there are evidences and the studies that talks about that the total fertility rate in South Korea has, or you can say has already crossed the danger mark. So first of all, about the points of discussion, first we will be looking at the news, then the statistics of South Korea, what steps the South Korea government is taking so that the birth rate or the couple in the South Korea agrees to reproduce, then reasons for decline, what is the global scenario, and in the end prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 1, that is population. The news talks about why South Korea could become the first country to disappear from earth. Now, disappear in the sense that the population is so low in this country that in the coming years, not the extreme coming years, but slowly and gradually at the end of this century, we might see that the number of people in South Korea is very less. So, before starting, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now shifted to Noida, and the first offline batch in Noida in Hindi medium is starting from 9th of December 3 p.m. while in English medium it is starting from 12th of December 6 p.m. and this will be the first offline batch covering both prelims and mains. So if you people are traveling by metro, then the nearest metro station is Noida sector 15 and the exact location is C171/2 Block A Sector 15 Noida, Uttar Pradesh. If you have any query, give us a call at 9311406440. If you want to know about the exact location, then the link is provided in the description box, and also if you want to receive a call from Drishti, then the link is provided in the description box. You can fill out the form and Drishti will get in touch with you. So the news talks about South Korea, a country which is known for its technological advancements, a country which is known for its technology, a country whose GDP has grown very fast, a country whose economic independence was a topic of discussion among all the developed countries, that how a country with such a small population is making such heavy strides with regard to the technological and the economic advancements. But now this country is facing a severe population crisis. So once known for its rapid economic growth and modernization, South Korea is facing a severe population crisis, and the nation's population could decline to a third of its current size by the century's end. So whatever the current size of the country South Korea is, like for example, if the current size is 100 people, then by the end of this century, it means this is 2024, by around 2100, it will be only a third of it. It means out of 100 people, by the time of 2100, only 33 people will be left in the country. So this is a very severe crisis, or very severe population crisis in the country. It means the replacement rate is not being matched. It is going in negatives or in zero. And the country's fertility rate, already the world's lowest, has declined further, and the concerns over national extinction have begun. It means that the country in the coming time or in the upcoming centuries might face the problem of extinction. Now, what does the statistics talks about? So it says that 8% drop in the country's fertility rate in 2023 compared to the previous year. It means in the year 2022, whatever was the fertility rate in the year 2023, from that fertility rate, 8% decline has been observed. So before we start, there are few few points that you need to know. First of all, fertility rate. Fertility rate means that the number of births that is happening in the country. That is fertility rate. When we talk about total fertility rate, that is TFR, it means the number of children a woman can born in her childbearing scenario or in her childbearing age. So the number of children a woman can be born in her childbearing age, that is the total fertility rate. Then comes the replacement rate. Replacement rate means that the number of people which is present, or the number of people which are present in a country, at least that much births are taking place in the country that the population does not go below what the population is as of now. It means, for example, if there is a couple, there is a male and a female, then they have one children. One children means that two people are having one children, so the replacement will not be matched. There is a couple male, female, and they have two children. So if two people will move out, then two people have come in. It means the replacement rate will stay. But if there is a couple, this is male, this is female, and they have three children, it means the replacement rate is in positive, is higher. If two people will have two children, it means the replacement rate will remain same. But if they are having one children, then it means the replacement rate will come down. Now, what South Korea government is doing to tackle this problem of such less population, that is also we will be looking. So 8% drop in the country's fertility rate in 2023 compared to the previous year, that is 2022. And South Korea's population of around 51 million could be halved by 2100 if the trend will continue. So the population which is 51 million, it will come to 25 million in the year 2100. Then national birth rate, if we talk about from the perspective of national birth rate, it means that how many births are taking place in the country. So the national birth rate hit a record low of 0.72 children per woman in the year 2022. 0.72 children per woman means that one couple is not even having one children. One couple is not even having one children. That is why it is not even 1, it is in 0.72. So going below 0.72 is concerning. Then it is expected to fall further to 0.6 this year. It means 0.6, can you imagine? It means a couple is not producing the offsprings. And if it will go by this, then by the time of 2100 year, the 51 million population will come down to 25 million. Now what the South Korea government is doing, and the South Korea government is providing a lot of financial support and financial incentives so that the couple can focus on producing more babies and the birth rate or the national birth rate of the country can increase. So they are also evaluating the country's birth promotion policies, and they are also giving them financial help. Then they are recruiting foreign workers for child care so that the parents do not have to take much tension with regard to the child care. Providing tax benefits to the couple who is producing offsprings. So these are few of the things which the government of the South Korea is doing. Now what are the reasons for the decline? So during the time of 1960s, when the South Korea was going through a rapid population increase, at that point of time the population control measures were taken and the family planning initiatives and policies were also introduced. And the initiatives of family planning which was introduced during the time of 1960s, because of which, or you can say a long-term effect of which happened in the term that people or the couples nowadays are not having children. And the reason can be many things, like for example, the education is very high. Then you can say the lifestyle or the affordability of the lifestyle which the couple is, or you can say the people in the South Korea as of now is leading, is very high. So they might face financial issues also. Then Family planning policies to curb birth rates in the 1960s we discussed. Control reduction measures turned into a crisis for the South Korea. Then during the time of 1960s, the fertility rate in South Korea was 6, which is very high. But by the year 1982, the fertility rate reached to 2.4, and in the year 1983, it has reached replacement rate. It means it reached the stage of 2.1 or then 2. But as of now, in the year 2022, 2023 and 2024, the replacement rate or the fertility rate we just discussed has reached 0.7 to 0.6. Now, what is the global scenario? So, it is not that only the South Korea is facing or going through the problem of fertility rate or reducing fertility rate or the reduction in the number of births which is taking place. The countries like Japan or China, and as of now India is also going through a problem, and the fertility rate in China is 1.09. It means replacement is not being done in China also, and in Japan it is 1.26. Now, Japan, the number of deaths more than doubled the number of births in the year 2023, and that is why the population crisis is also being seen in Japan. Then if we talk about the total fertility rate, so the total fertility rate drastically decreased from 6.2 in 1950 to below 2 in the year 2021. If we talk from India's respect, so now we are talking about India. So in India, the total fertility rate, if we talk about, then according to the NFHS, it is 2. But in the year 1950, it was around 6.2, and the fertility rate is projected to further decline to 1.29 by the year 2050 and 1.04 by the year 2100. So, as of now, India might not be facing problem, and we have a very good population growth as of now going on, but the year after 2060 and 2070, these are the times when India will start to face the population crisis. Then according to the NFHS 5, only 5 states in India are above the replacement level of fertility rate of 2.1. So in India there are 5 states who are above the replacement rate of 2.1, and that is Bihar, Meghalaya, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand and Manipur. If we talk about the rural areas, then the total fertility rate in rural areas has declined from 3.7 in 1992-93 to 2.1 in 2019 or 21. So according to the NFHS, that is National Family Health Survey 5, which came in the year 2019 to 21, it talks about that the fertility rate in India is 2.1. So the fertility rate in India is 2.1, that is the NFHS 5 talks about. But if we talk about in present scenario and the Lancet report also, if we see, then it has gone below 2.1 to around 1.922. So this is the present situation, that it has reached to around 1.922. Now look at this chart. It talks about the total fertility rate is the average number of children born per woman in her reproducing or childbearing season. So during the time of 1950s, it was 6.18, 1980s 4.60, 2021 1.91, then 2050 it will be 1.29 around, and 2100 it will be around 1.04. So this is also showing that the fertility rate in India is also becoming low, and the replacement rate will also be coming low. So for India also things will turn problematic, or proper policy measures needs to be taken. As of now, no, but in the coming times there might be situation that India will face problem after the years of 2060 and 2070. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. Which of the following states has the highest fertility rate in the country? Manipur, Sikkim, Bihar or Maharashtra? We have discussed this in the video, so give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.